Open Sesame. Alright, it's your boy Chosen, man. Like, subscribe, enjoy the reaction. If not, for enough, like you are trash. The most honest anime review, anime reaction dude out. Y'all know what it is, man. So let's got Baki versus Yujiro. You know what I'm saying? Season 2, part 2. Entire season 2 review. I'm gonna be honest. I liked season 2 more than I liked the season 1 ending when Baki fought what's his name? Super buff guy. In the prison that like fat white woman, which is that's one of the stereotypes I hate about black dudes. But because I work security at a bar, I be seeing some black dudes with some big ass white women, and I'd be devastated, bro. Like I be sitting there and all I hear is Sivenya. Like I hear my answers in the background, like devastated. Like I be seeing black dudes with these big ass white women. I'm like, bro, happy. You know what I'm saying? Not like they on timeout. Like, man, I hope I don't want to be seen. Nah, like, I niggas got the model walking. Like, life going great. Niggas look like an extra in the Brady Bunch. You know what I'm saying? For the old heads. What's going on, Katie? We talking about anime right now. I'm sorry, I can't really have a, favorite discussion with you right now. So that's the season I didn't really like because it felt like very cheesy, even though obviously, this is just a fighting anime. It felt so cheesy when Baki beat him. Like it just felt so goofy. So I couldn't really get behind it. But I will say that this anime for season 2 did a lot better job and cut the cheesiness to me. It was interesting him fighting like a prehistoric dude, which still doesn't make sense that Baki could even compete with bro, obviously. But it was a very good season because it gave an opportunity to like put shine on other characters and they got a chance. So oh my gosh, the karate dude's son. Why am I forgetting his name now? He went out like a savage. He had a great moment. And they got to see his mental strength and his growth. And they did it very well. They also got to see Retsu, Sea King Retsu, I know his name, Kung Fu Master, really get to display his skills as well. And it was just all overall like a very good season. Season 2, part 1 for sure. Got to display the skills of other characters. So that was like very key to the show, and that's what I really appreciated in season 2, part 1, was the appreciation of Sea King Retsu and the Karate Kid's son, that they got a chance to really shine. And I deeply enjoyed that. It wasn't like a situation where Muhammad Ali got his little shine for like a couple episodes and then gets trashed on. It was like, no, they get their shine and they go out and do what they need to do. And it was very cool to watch. While at the same time, they got their shine at the same time as like Baki's still better than them. And it was just written way better than season 1 when he fought super buff jail dude. But what I have to say about Baki though, to continue the story about season 2, part 2. So he gets to the part that's all fine and dandy. To end off part 1, he fights the prehistoric dude. He basically, in a sense, wins against the prehistoric dude, but he like technically holds back. So it was a good way to kind of make to where Baki doesn't win, but it's still understood that Baki can keep up pace. So I thought that was written very well. Just a weird ending to me. But in the end, it really doesn't make sense why Baki could fight, bro. But obviously, we're just here to watch the fight, right? So it's not going to be super coherent. So then I would say, so season 2, part 2 gets even more interesting because Baki and Yujiro finally fight, and it's one of those fight scenes where it's so hyped up that you just like can't wait. Like you're just like the whole time you're like, bro, let's get to the fight. 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 But it was one of those great seasons, and like I said, I say great seasons for Baki 100% because you get to see like a softer side of Yujiro and the side of he represented like every father that they were tough on their son, even though like fathers were tough on their sons, but it was all for a reason. Even if it was like ridiculously toughness on him, it was all for a reason of like he wants him to be better than them. Like every father wants their son to be better than them, and it's like, yo, I'm trying to give you the kingdom. Even Yujiro, who's like this cold-hearted, supposedly savage that we see throughout the entire series, even going back to Baki in high school. If everybody watched that type of stuff, and with this season, you get to see his soft side of like, yeah, no, I do want my son to be better than me. And he's like, yo, I really wasn't there. Right. Even though in his mind, he's doing like what he needs to do to make his son better than him and make his son the strongest in what he wants for his son. He acknowledges that he wasn't there for him. And so he doesn't teach his son a lot of things because he was away. And that's something a lot of fathers go through, especially ones if they're chasing greatness in whatever field that they're in. And they're so locked in on their purpose and what they're doing in life that they miss out on the time spent with their kids. Even though in their mind they're doing everything they can for their kids, they miss out on the little things. And this was something represented very well in Baki that I didn't think Baki could do. I honestly didn't think Baki could do this, which was very interesting to me. I was very shocked by this from Baki. Baki did that very well. I didn't think they could show that side and write it very well while also maintaining its super actiony. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be the most complex story because this isn't Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Attack on Titan, but it gave it gave us the viewer a chance to really feel Yujiro and understand him more, and you really get to see like, yeah, he was like, I wanted my son to be better than me, basically, and I have to acknowledge that, yo, I wasn't there for my son. And Baki, even Baki, like, and you learn about this in season 2, part 1, he starts to not hate his father. He starts to, like, basically understand him a little bit more and respects him highly and sees him in a huge light. And Baki starts being like, yo, I just want, like, a dad. Like, I want my dad at the end of the day. So I really like this season 2, part 2, because of that. And I just love that message it was giving to the viewers, which is something that is not very seen, especially in Baki, right? That it could get deep like that, and that's what I love, man. And the whole time they're trying to like play it off as just a father and son fight, even though they're like both basically the strongest on the planet. So that was cool. To get to the fight itself, it was lit. It was a lit fight. I liked the fight a lot. Like I said, the biggest thing about this showdown was the Yujiro taking accountability for not being there for his son, and Baki really just missing his dad. He's like, bro, I just really wanted a dad. And like I said, man, it's so fascinating when you get to the point of this show because yeah, it's actiony, yeah, it's all about the fight scenes, but it gets real, it gets deep. That a father trying to be hard on his son realizes his mistake. That he wasn't there for his son. And he has to and he's accountable for that. He's like, man, you're right. Like I wasn't there. Dang, I didn't teach you this. Dang. Wow, I didn't teach you the little things. Because he was so bent on having Baki his way and having Baki be strong for the world and take his place basically that he forgot to basically just be a father. And that's something as age catches up to you, people think about it. And this is what's happening to Yujiro. Age is catching up to him and he's starting to think about it like, damn, I could have been better. Damn, I messed up. Even the most strongest dude on the planet who gets everything through power is basically admitting that he could be better. And it was a huge moment in the show. So that is what I thoroughly enjoyed the most about this series, especially in this season 2, part 2. Now, like I said, in terms of the fight, spoiler alert, I guess, 100% Baki loses, basically. Yujiro even it's so funny, like it's just so interesting because the whole show is about Yujiro being like this demon and being like this heartless guy. He basically lets his son win just off of like a moral victory, and his son is like, "Nah, I lost." Like, son is like, "Yeah, I'm not really the best yet, though. You know, like I'm not there yet. Like you didn't, you kind of held, like you could have won easily." And don't get me wrong, it was a tough fight. Baki takes him to the extent, but Yujiro is still literally stronger than him, like just in all facets. Like he's taller, stronger. So it's not that whole thing about weight classes, right? Like No matter the strongest lightweight is not knocking out the biggest heavyweight. And if the biggest heavyweight skills are somewhat even in the same realm as lightweight, he's not winning. So that's basically what happens here. And Yujiro still has that grown man strength. I'm gonna say it again. Yujiro has that grown man strength. Like Baki's only 18. Yujiro's I forgot how old he is, but Yujiro's old. So Yujiro got that grown man strength. It just like he basically whooped his ass at the end. It was like, yeah, no, I technically win. But Baki pushed Yujiro very far and did something morally that I was like, oh, okay, he gets the moral victory because he got me to do this. And that's why Yujiro was like, oh, you get the dub. But Baki is like, nah, I don't get the dub because I really didn't beat you in a fight. So Yujiro even tries to like cut him some slack, which is, like I said, another thing. It's fascinating to see Yujiro's side. But in the end, uh, it was a great way to end the show, in the series. I hope it's over. I really do hope the series is over. But it was a firefight. I really loved the ending. I was very shocked to see this side of Baki. I never would have thought that Baki would have this type of ending and have this type of impact in creating a message. So I really love the show, man. I'm not gonna lie. I love this ending because Baki made me mad with the episode against Baki versus the prison guy. But they brought it back here with this great fight scene, man. It was a great fight. Whole season 2, I would give 8 out of 10. 8, 9 out of 10. Uh, from top to finish. Certain people get boosts, some people don't. Some people get their shine. Um, and I also will say this. I have no idea what the hell's going on with Seeking Retsu, though. Well, this probably is not the final season because Seeking Retsu is like fighting boxers with a kung fu style. I'm just very confused what the hell. That's the only thing in the series season. I'm like, nigga, what the hell is he doing? Like, I have no idea what's going on, bro. Like, bro is, I have no idea. Like, he's becoming a ninja against boxers, and I don't really know what's going on. It's very weird. Um, yeah, I genuinely don't know what Retsu's doing in the boxing scene to get better. I'm very shocked by it. I don't know what's happening. It's weird to be confusing. I guess he's trying to show Kung Fu's the best style, but he just got beat down in this season too, where it basically disproved that Kung Fu's the best style. So it's like I don't know. King Retsu is the only one that's like, what's going on? Like, bro, what's going on with you? Like, he having like a midlife kung fu crisis, like for real, y'all. So I don't really know what's going on with King Retsu, but other than that, season 2, part 2, fire season, part 1 and part 2. Fire, love the message at the end. I don't really know what they're gonna go from here. I hope this is the end of the series though, because this will be a fire ending to the series. Doesn't need no more to me, in my opinion. But yeah, how did you guys feel about this season? Like, subscribe, enjoy my review. Tried to give it up. Honestly, tried to give it a great breakdown. Why it was so good. I was very shocked by this series ending like the way it did, and I was very shocked by the messages sent to have an integral message behind the end of the show. And we thought the show was just about fighting, right? 100%. We just want to see a good fight scene. But it was a great ending to the show with great life lessons. But it's your boy Chosen. Like, subscribe, enjoy my review, my reaction. How did y'all feel about this season? Let me know, man. It's your boy Chosen. I'm out.